That's my streamer. Yo, that's me. Big crater head. Big doodle head. Alright. The many degenerates of Twitch. If they don't bring up VTubers, I'm gonna be severely disappointed. This was 2 years ago. They should. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Boom.
Twitch is the pioneer of online live streaming, but in recent years, it's tanked its own reputation by seemingly making the wrong decision at every turn. It seems
Well, not only decisions, but, you know, moderation decisions and bias.
that every aspect of Twitch, whether it's the user base,
Yeah, even back
streamers,
then.
mod team, or admins, has
Oh my god, I remember that. Oh my god.
some sort of
That was so
degeneracy
long
seeped
ago.
into it at this point. Whether the downfall of Twitch is the result of any of these parties can be debated. Such as Twitch mods banning people seemingly
Wait! Wait a minute! He's never been banned on Twitch before! Wait, he never got banned off of Twitch before this time. He has? Oh, his main! His main! Okay, I was thinking about Zach Roar. Okay. Yeah, twice now? Okay. I'm misremembering.
seemingly based on personal opinion, streamers getting drunk and making out with
On
fans'
his main
wives, and
account.
Twitch viewers like someone who sued Twitch for $25 million because he played with his joystick too much, which caused him to chafe his chicken and sustain injuries. Some parts of
Oh, I remember that too. Yeah, the guy that was beating his schmeat so much. Wait, guy sues Twitch for $25 million. I remember that. Yeah, sex addict sues Twitch claiming sexually suggestive streams. Yeah, he basically chafed his pee-pee and wanted to sue Twitch because it's their fault.
this equation is funny, some
Oh, yeah,
parts
the
are
guy
depressing,
shot his gun,
and
yeah.
some are just a bit enraging. So today we're looking at all of this and much more on Twitch Degenerates. God help us all. Twitch is the most parasocial platform.
Oh, this clip is so bad. Oh, I don't know if I can watch this. This clip is infamous. This is a Discord moderator, a moderator for Amaranth stream, and I'll just let it play. It's so strong.
Platform on the internet, and it's not even really close. On YouTube, you can almost never
She just leaves him hanging. She doesn't high five him. Yeah, it was really strong.
directly communicate with your favorite content creators. Whereas on Twitch, this communication is one of the main functions, and it's as simple as opening your wallet. Now, obviously,
That's
there's
right.
nothing inherently wrong with this system, but some people don't understand that just because you donate to somebody doesn't mean you know them, even if you think you do.
Yeah, it does. What do you mean? I donated Pippa $200 and said, "Do you want to marry me?" And then when she said no, I wanted the neck.
While most Twitch users don't develop parasocial relationships, you could see how somebody who is a bit unhinged could do so. This can lead to audiences prying into streamers' lives, maybe a bit more than they should. And it's as simple as giving the audience what they want to start this relationship. But some people don't understand that a Twitch streamer is not their toy, most of the time. But maybe they could
Holy honkers.
be their eye candy, which is where
Holy
simp culture
honkers!
comes from. And the only way to counter simp culture
Is that the same chick? Oh my god, can you imagine the boner this guy has right now?
And the only way to counter simp culture is with anti-simp culture. Meet Eric Estavillo. While you might not know his name, you definitely know him. An avid Twitch watcher, UCLA alumni, gamer,
Consider standing out in front of the shuttle that's running in front of the hotel.
and where your tax dollars go. Eric is exactly what I'm talking about. After living off disability for years, Eric decided he was going to stand up for the little guy and take on the Amazon-backed Twitch. He
What?
had enough of Twitch's antics and unfairness to him. So he decided to take them to court and sue them for $25 million US dollars. For what reason?
Why is there a connection between living off of disability and being a chronic gooner? Gee, I wonder why that's correlated with one another.
You might ask. Well, he claimed that Twitch plastered too many women on his front page, which caused...
That guy won in the end, by the way. Now they censor thumbnails like that. It only took him, like, what, 2 years?
Caused him to beat off with a fleshlight, which caused him injuries on his Johnson, which led to...
Neosporin on his tip to prevent... Often stays up for hours staring at the breasts of girl streamers, which ends up damaging his retina and making his eyes bloodshot for days. Eye drops do nothing to hide his shame from his parents, and he's often questioned by people he comes into contact with as to why his eyes are so bloodshot and red. The plaintiff once beat off on his PC monitor, causing a short circuit and a small fire within the electrical system. Chat, you have to admit this in court, by the way. This is like a public statement. The guy beat his schmeat on his PC monitor and made it blow up. Maybe, like, going into a tissue? Why do you need to beat off into a monitor?
Also, he claimed that because of Twitch showing him these women, he physically could not look away,
Yeah.
causing his eyes to be bloodshot red and strained. And, of course, as you would expect, he did his business on his computer and caused a short circuit, causing a temporary blackout.
Dude, if that ever happened to me, I don't know. You'd have to beat the snot out of me to, like, get me to admit this happened. You would have to commit heinous acts of violence upon my body to get me to admit to something like that. This guy voluntarily made a suit and talked to a lawyer, and the lawyer had to translate what he said into legal speak as well. Imagine being that lawyer, too.
Demanded $25 million from Twitch, as well as every streamer listed in the complaint to be banned. Notably names such as Pokimane,
He's the tier 3 Gooner Steam profile guy!
Alinity, and Amaranth. Also,
of course.
I should mention he was following 786 female streamers and 0 male streamers.
I mean, yeah, obviously. You know, Dan Clancy follows a lot of women too. Yeah.
Now, unfortunately for the Gamers Union, this case was thrown out in California, but Eric still has plans to follow through with this suit. Taking inspiration from the Joker, he states how it's not about the money.
It's about
sending a message.
I'm not joking. Eric has also sued many other companies such as Sony, Apple, Insomniac Games, GameSpot, Microsoft for giving him the Red Ring of Death, and Sony again, who he claims—
This means nothing, though. This is a professional parasite. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone lives that long, they don't have a job, they don't go outside, it's just kind of like this becomes your job. Suing big companies to try and get something out of them. I wonder if he won any. I kind of doubt it.
Ruined his social life when he got banned from PlayStation as he was not able to receive social interaction outside. PlayStation was the only place he could get some sort of human communication, and more—
What was that on the screen? God damn it, go back. Fun fact, my parents met in a PlayStation All-Stars lobby. What?
And more importantly, meet girls. Now, Twitch Insanos are pretty common.
There are no girls on PlayStation.
And unfortunately, not all of them are as ridiculously funny as Eric here. Some are quite intense and, quite frankly, disturbing. How about Ginny TTY, who had a fan scour through Discord messages, Steam achievements, created fucking graphs of a—
Is that a schedule?
Fans scour through Discord messages, Steam achievements, created—
Chat, this is a schedule. Like, this is actually a schedule. And this is why people wonder why I'm kind of like semi-secretive. Like, I don't want people to have this kind of knowledge. You give it to them, they will do it, you know? She's awake between 1 o'clock and 2:40 a.m. on Sunday. And they made a timetable for that specific date and day. And they don't know anything on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday because she doesn't stream. Yeah, we know when you go to the bathroom. I know, isn't that... Maybe I should stop saying when I go to the bathroom. Yeah, but now you know. Like, what's the point? I can't hide it.
Fucking graphs of a chatter on her stream and coordinated all of that with her Steam account as well as her menstrual cycle to...
I'm gonna be sick. If you want to dig deeper and get really creepy, you can find out some more intimate details from the rice purity test she did. I've had people ask me to do that. Do you think people actually want to do this and like find out, like, they want to like analyze? Well, you know what? Never mind that. I had people analyzing the bite mark into the moldy cheese that I did on Twitter, and I posted about it and I was laughing about it. People started saying that I have fucking shitty teeth and shit. Like, I guess I shouldn't be so surprised. For someone who always says how much she hates analyzers, she sure does give them a lot of material. Had sexual intercourse with a condom. Oh, without a condom. Considering how she used to be very strongly against the idea, saying she should absolutely never do it because she's too scared to get pregnant. This one is probably related to had period sex. If I remember correctly, she took days off during a period 3 times in this time frame, and one day stands out in particular, 1st of November. She said she's taking the day off because of stomach pain and to set up her PC. Oh my god, man! There's also a bunch of old clips of her talking about never seeing an uncircumcised penis before because every guy in Korea is cut. Bro, this microanalyzing of this chick is insane!
To find out if she had slept with a certain person or not.
Oh
now, believe it or not,
God.
the story is pretty tame compared to the other stalker stories.
That's tame? Finding out her, like, sex habits and her periods? That's tame?
That seem to be dime a dozen on Twitch. Some of which are quite terrifying. Weirdly enough, a lot of people will start Twitch channels with the intention of stream sniping or somehow getting attention by essentially stalking them. So I'm not going to pretend streaming is an easy job because it's not. When you have to deal with bullshit like this, as well as sitting at a desk or walking around every day for hours, can be difficult.
And people wonder why VTubing has popped off. Yeah, at least you have some kind of anonymity, man. I'm not even talking about like physical appearance. Like, it's really easy to dox someone putting together like little bits of information. Like, what's the weather outside looking like? Like, the window, is it cold? Are they saying it's cold? Is it warm? What's the humidity? Like, what's the temperature? Like, it's really easy to piece these things together. It takes the right schizo.
Difficult when you're constantly trying to entertain people. You thought coal mining was hard? Try ending up on the front page of live stream fails. Being a streamer is going to attract a certain type of person who is capable of quite literally being terminally online. Now, there's a lot of degenerate streamers out there. The most iconic one we're not going to talk about today being Only Use Me Blade, whose story you probably know, but if you don't, his Twitch was basically watch a man spiral into the depths of depravity, somehow getting worse and worse every...
He's one of the reasons why drinking on stream is like not super, like, you're allowed to drink on stream, but getting blackout drunk is really bad. Like, you get banned for that now.
Stream through his own actions. While he is most certainly a degenerate and maybe a criminal, he's not the funniest degenerate on Twitch. That crown goes to the infamous Burger Andy. He's maybe not as despicable as Blade, but he's certainly just as pathetic. You see, around the year 2016, IRL streaming was a huge phenomenon. Instead of watching people play video games...
Ice Poseidon really made that a thing in like 2015 and 16. Everybody started copying him all of a sudden. Not like copying, obviously, because IRL streaming is like not copying, but everybody started doing it.
could watch them just go about their normal lives outside. The most iconic of these streamers being Ice Poseidon, who had people follow him around and basically
harass
him to be a part of his crew. Many of these people who just showed up on his stream would be nicknamed Andy.
He literally put his address on stream because everyone was streaming, walking around playing Pogo. Yes, Pogo started it, but I think like Ice Poseidon coined IRL streaming. Because he started giving people his address. He would like show where he is. Come say hi.
There's Asian Andy.
Why'd you pause?
Andy,
I didn't mean to. I swear to God.
Prison. But by far my favorite is Burger Andy, who is the
pinnacle
of the degenerate streamer. Well, besides the aforementioned Blade. Burger Planet, or Burger Andy, is a streamer who is in his 30s and is basically everything wrong with online personalities who try to get famous.
Yeah.
It looks like a goddamn pineapple. I look like Morrissey. I look like
He looks like a Muppet.
Every time I look in the mirror, just like, oh god.
Lots of corn outside. He's in the Midwest. There's lots of corn.
God damn it.
He has a footprint that goes back to 2008 on YouTube, where he would go harass people at conventions.
And I must say, you are very marvelous. Definitely one of the sexiest nerds we've seen all day, by far.
But he saw
That's not even that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that was cringe, but I don't know. I feel like I've seen worse in like the last like 2 years.
Very little success.
Marvelous.
Deciding to get a normal job and presumably live a normal life. However, his real dream remained to be internet famous. So in his mid-30s, he decided to leave his wife and kids to become an IRL Twitch streamer.
Mommy, why did the daddy leave? Oh, he wanted to go talk to people online that don't really know he exists and be parasocial. Oh, is that why we don't have a daddy? What? That's so sad, man.
By leeching off the most famous IRL streamer at the time, Ice Poseidon.
How would you like to be an IRL streamer and have zero privacy? Well, I have something that can help with that, and it's today's sponsor, Private Internet Access. Private Internet Access is the world's most transparent VPN provider. They never record or store any user data, and they'll be able to hide your IP address as well as encrypt your email. While this is great to safeguard your online privacy, it also comes with benefits such as working with all major streaming services. Did you know Breaking Bad is not on Australian Netflix? So now I can rewatch it.
Wow, I didn't know that. I don't live in Australia.
Furthermore, it works on any operating system such as Linux, Mac, PC, iOS, etc. Also, the World Cup is coming up, so you can watch all of the games on your VPN. So if you go to pfvpn.com/ghostgum, you'll get an 83% discount on private internet access. That's $2.11 a month and get an extra 3 months for free if you sign up using the code. Signing up is also risk-free as there's a 30-day money-back guarantee as well as 24/7 customer service.
Watching some of Andy's interactions with people is the most cringe and pathetic shit I've ever seen.
What do you think? I drank what might have been piss out of the garbage.
I think I'm getting whiplash.
He became iconic for kissing ass to people in a very insincere and awkward way in some attempt to further his internet fame.
Good luck with your not wanting to have sex with me.
Look, I understand clout chasing is kind of how like a lot of people grow their brand. Like, I understand it, but like to this degree, it's like it's so cringe. I don't know. I can't handle it. I understand it. I'm not gonna say that like clout chasing is like, oh, it's so bad and like you need to stop doing it. It's like a lot of people build their career on that and then they develop their own brand. Like, I understand, but this is so cringe.
And his leeching wasn't exclusive to Ice Poseidon either, as there were multiple occasions.
And a lot of people leached off Ice Poseidon. Just so we know, like, there's lore behind it. Like, Miskiv used to be his cameraman back in the day, and then he became a streamer.
Of him not understanding boundaries and filming people while they didn't want to be filmed.
Well, you're the only person that talked to me in like 30 or 40 minutes.
Where are you staying at, don't you?
I live in my minivan. Good luck. I could have like fucked her. Yeah, of course.
It was very clear by watching him that 1, Andy would do anything for a whiff of fame, and 2, he had
anything for views. It can also backfire extremely.
no understanding of personal boundaries. How about his interaction with Dr. Disrespect, where Doc tells him to never film him ever again after Andy harasses him?
We're not gonna collab. Don't ever film me again. Why? Just do me a favor, okay? Don't ever film me again. Don't ever do me again. Okay. Do you hear me? What? Don't ever. Hey. What? Alright, we'll get away from.
Dude, I mean, this is so cringe, man. I've said the word cringe like 10 times. I don't even know what to say. It's like, the guy's asking, man. Should have harassed him more. No, that's not okay, man. This is before all the things came out. Everybody thought Doc was cool at the time. It's not, like, I understand that you don't like Doc for your own reasons and because he's a piece of shit and whatnot, but, like, at the time, this is really sad. Like, the guy asked him to stop. Like, stop. It doesn't matter who you are.
Which, if you had any questions about if Andy was playing a character, check him out crying after this interaction.
Alright, cool. I wasn't even doing anything weird. I don't fucking know.
You're just filming him when he asked him not to. God, you're so stupid. This guy's an A-list actor or he's actually a big crybaby, man.
Andy is the perfect example of somebody who will do literally anything for a shred of fame. Some of his attempts at going viral include stealing pizza from a homeless man, punching his friend in the nuts to win an exhibition boxing match.
Okay, that's kind of funny. Chad, I would let you kick me in the nuts.
Him trying to bring a mentally handicapped woman back to his van.
I live in my minivan though. You wanna go party in the minivan?
Yeah, this guy's a bad guy.
Married, by the way? No, he left them. How's this even legal? Isn't there some sort of law for, like, mentally disabled people because their understanding and, like, consent is that of, like a kid? Like, certain disabilities? Yeah, isn't there, like, laws against that? Like, you can't do that? It's, like, abuse? I'm 100% sure, yeah. It depends. No, I understand it depends on the situation, but I feel like this is so sick.
Can I kiss you?
Well,
On the mouth?
no.
I believe if you
She said no!
took every quality of an awful internet personality / Twitch streamer and combined them
Base girl's like, no!
into one thing, this is what you'd get. One thing to note is that if
Oh
you
my
go to
God.
any compilation of him on YouTube, all of the
Who would
comments are
say
saying
us?
he does-
A mentally disabled girl said no. It's over for you, man. Beretta kid and wife? Dude, I can't. She had 2 kids. You birthed them like what? Why? Why do you fuck over children like that? They didn't do anything wrong. Think of the children.
deserves every
I
bad
hate
thing that
this.
happens to him.
I hate people that abandon their children for literally no reason. It makes me so fucking irrationally angry.
But if you were going to watch one video of Burger Andy, this is the one you have to. It is by far the best video of Burger Andy and one of the best videos online in my opinion, where he's trying to get on Ice Poseidon's party bus.
You said and I just ate a worm and shit. Dude, it's
No.
sketchy out here. I don't have to walk back through there.
I mean, why'd you come here?
I came here to see you guys. You said I could come with you.
Look at this face. But for
Holy shit, it looks like a cartoon character from what's that? Smiling Friends? What's that show called?
those of you who enjoy this kind of content for some reason, or even enjoy stuff with a slight bit of edge to it, Twitch isn't the platform for you. Because over the past little while, it seems Twitch has done everything in its power to make every wrong decision possible.
And they still do. It's been 2 years.
Such as creating categories to filter streamers by race, gender, and sexual orientation, in case you really didn't want to watch someone of a specific one of those things.
Women!
I guess Twitch is a bit of a degenerate platform by itself. Horrible.
I hope they got banned. I'm sorry, this is a fursuit. Like, you're shaking your ass on stream.
Decisions are driving many streamers
That's not
away from the platform
okay.
right now. Like stupid bans that are never explained, such as this guy's username, which was Doanel, because Twitch thought his name was Do Anal or Jitty.
I remember that too. He changed his name to Dantes. That's Dantes! He's playing hardcore right now!
Who went into Pokemon's chat and got people to spam L+ ratio. Kind of a dick move, but guess what?
No, that's cringe. You should at least get like a day suspension. You incited spam. Like, I think that's harassment. Yeah, if he got banned for like a day or 3 days, I'd be like, okay.
Permanent ban. How about—
Oh, permanent? No. No, not a perma, man. Come on. That's so harsh. What do you mean? That's his first offense? Nah, that's so cringe.
This girl who literally got banned on stream. 7-day ban. You can mess up, say—
Oh, and then they reverted it after 3 days. They gave her 7 and only gave her 3 total. They unbanned her early. Meanwhile, Shondo gets banned for 2 weeks.
a naughty word and be blacklisted forever, but if you literally do this, slap on the wrist. They also enable people like this woman to have power on their platform who, in case you're wondering, believes she is a deer and
You're not sane, man. I'm sorry. Like, you need to have at least a semblance of sanity. No.
can have a deergasm while getting scritches on her head.
Deergasm.
This person was put on the Safety Advisory Council.
I have power. They can't take it away from me. And honestly, there are some people that should be afraid of me.
But people who act—
And then flaunting your power and saying people should be afraid of you. Yikes, man.
actually shoot off a real live gun while getting drunk on stream get banned.
So fucking
Freaking
funny.
Snowflakes, am I right, man? In all seriousness, the inconsistent ban rules and enforcements have led to people like Deadmau5 leaving the platform permanently and terminating his partnership. But for streamers, this isn't really an option. The only choice they have is to go to another platform, and back in the day, this wasn't really an option. But now, not only is it a failsafe, but it's a pretty good alternative in YouTube. While YouTube still has a million different problems, there are many stories of people getting banned on Twitch for small
YouTube sucks just as much, just for different reasons, man.
things, then switching to YouTube and it's totally fine. For example, Parasocial had his sub button removed for, let's just say, sketchy reasons that came down to inconsistent at best and malicious at worst. He moves to YouTube and voila, everything is fine. Now YouTube may be annoying, but they aren't stupid. Most of the time. They see how bad Twitch has been fucking up recently and are keen to take advantage of it. Signing big—
No, they're not. They don't care about streaming. That's the issue. They don't want to compete with Twitch. They're fine with just being the biggest video platform. I disagree with this. And that's the biggest issue. I don't know about Pyro being fine. Yeah, I don't know about Pyro being fine either, but I mean, like... Again, YouTube bans people for no reason as well. They give them strikes and shit, and I'm not even talking about myself. There's been so much drama for people getting falsely copyright struck or people fighting and like having themselves doxxed because they end up getting, copyright struck and then they find out their info, which is still really fucking flawed. They banned Iron Mouse's channel that was for VODs as well. That was a big deal, man. This is obviously old, Chad, just so we know. Like, this is 2 years old, but still.
Streamers to exclusive lucrative contracts. Now, people like you may be preying on Twitch's downfall, but keep in mind, where do all these people go? Remember Tumblr? Remember how when that imploded, Twitter and Reddit got way worse? Because do you want stuff like this on YouTube? Yes, of course you do.
Yeah, I do. I want to beat my schmeat to Amaranth. I need to beat my schmeat. Oh my god. Chat, it's time for Rumble and Mixer and Kick. Guys, check them out. Ghost Gum! No, I understand where you're coming from, and it's fine to grow your audience on YouTube, but it's better to spread out your investment across many different platforms. Like Twitter, TikTok, Instagram. Like you gotta spread your eggs out.